I'm going to talk about some rules. No doubt you guys will probably be talking about a lot of rules today. You guys have to follow a lot of rules. I know that sometimes that's what gets in the way, are all the rules that you have to follow and all of the red tape. I've noticed something very interesting though, that some of the rules that we hold on to most tightly are actually rules that don't even exist. Weird, right? Do you ever notice that? What am I talking about? One, act your age. We hear this a lot when we're growing up. We're in school, right? Act your age, grow up. The problem with this one is it sort of sticks with us once we're well out of school. And we are so concerned about other people are thinking about us and making sure that we are not doing anything too silly or too irresponsible or too childlike. So we stay in these sort of adultitis boxes. But I think this rule kind of messes up once you get out of school, because you look into life, and like when I turned 35, I spent all day trying to figure out, now how am I supposed to act? Right? How does a 35-year-old act compared to a 34-year-old? I don't know. And then I look further down the line and I think, what is the age when I'm supposed to start eating dinner at 4 o'clock in the afternoon? And then I think, when am I supposed to start jacking up my thermostat to 100 degrees in the summertime? When am I supposed to start complaining about how the kids are wearing their pants these days? Because that already started. So I don't know if I'm ahead of the game or behind the curve or what. And then I think of this slide. This slide represents the average number of times a 4-year-old laughs in one day. For the anal retentive types, there are 374 smiley faces on that slide. Almost 400 times a day, but the real question is, how many times does the average adult laugh in a day? Any guesses? 5? 10? Did I hear 10? Can I get a 15? Two, okay. Sometimes when I'm speaking to audiences that have kids in them, I'll get numbers like 0. I got a negative number one time. I get 0.2. 0.2. I got a 0.2, and I was like, what is a 0.2? Then I realized a 0.2 laugh is when you start to laugh, you realize no one else is laughing, and you hold it back in. That's a 0.2 laugh. According to the experts, the average number of times a grown-up laughs in one day is apparently 15. And I know you guys are thinking, that seems high. There's people I know, I don't know if they've laughed 15 times ever, right? You've seen those people with the permanent frowns on their face. So the question I have is, which age would you rather act? 4, right? But I know, some of you cynical people out there are like, yeah, buddy, green eggs and ham, Sam I am, buddy. It was a lot easier to laugh 400 times a day when I was 4. I didn't have a job. I didn't have bills. I didn't have kids. Those are good points, actually. Yeah, that's very, very true. Very true, all true. However, are there things we can bring with us from childhood into adulthood to create lives that are less stressful and more fun? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. What are little things we can do to bring some of those things we knew so well as children with us now? And there's a ton of them.